Hello, I'm the Hard Times Guy. I made a video on Mother's Day. Had two of my great grandsons in it. It didn't work out. It somehow got corrupted and I couldn't use it. So yesterday, which was the Sunday after Mother's Day, I made another video and you're going to see it here in a few minutes. It's prompted me to come to a decision about some of the things I'm doing in my videos. And for a little while anyway, I'm going to shift gears some, and I'm going to talk in my videos to my family. There's things that I try to convey to my family, and I'm successful sometimes and not so successful other times. And I have people in my family, and these kids you're going to see today is a good example of it. They listen to what I say, but they don't always pay attention to me. It takes a while. They have to have life experiences of their own, and to grow up and mature, and my interest in them is that they grow up and become good citizens and have a successful and happy life. And so I try to teach them things and do things with them that would promote that. Not just these who happen to be great-grandchildren, but my grandchildren. I've been that same way with them, and I was that way with my children. And even the nieces and nephews might qualify for some of what I'm about to say. But I've decided that I'm not going to get what I want done. Time just keeps marching on. I'm not getting any younger. And some of these kids aren't going to be old enough to pay attention to me. And I don't know how old that has to be, because some of them, I've got grandkids that are past 35. I think the two oldest ones are both past 35. And you used to think about 35 as dang near middle-aged. Now they're just kids. And I used to think about 35 was mature. They're not going to mature any more than they already have, you think. Able to listen and make good decisions and come to good conclusions and reason rationally. And I've learned that that's not true, because it doesn't matter how much I love them or how much I try to help them, sometimes they just aren't going to listen to you. They got their own ideas. But one of these days they're going to reach a point where they do. Things that I've said are going to register with them. So that's what this video is about, and probably the next 2, 3, 4 videos I make are going to be like that. So I went and got this a few minutes ago. This hangs on the wall here in this room. I call this the Sojourner room. Sojourners Retreat. There's a sign over there that says Sojourners Retreat, and that's what I like to refer to this as. My wife calls it the room. Some people call it my man cave, but this hangs on the wall here. And what this is something that I wrote a long time ago, really, a good number of years ago. I couldn't tell you exactly how long ago it was that I did write this, but I did. I had it in my computer, and when I built this room and began to decorate it, I decided I need to hang this on the wall. So I made a large copy of it and framed it and put it on the wall. I'm going to read it to you and talk to you about it a little bit. I did this in my book too. If you've read my book, you've read this. If you haven't read my book, this might be the first time you're hearing this. I don't think I've put it in a video before, but I might have. There might be an old video back there when I first started where I talked about this. It says this is not a published work. So if you are reading this, you have more than likely been the recipient of my advice, solicited or unsolicited. I'm going to stop there for a second. This is not a published work is not true, because, as I said, I did put this later after I wrote it. I put it in my book, so it is published. But when I first wrote this, it wasn't published, and that's what I said about it. I may have expounded on the correct way to play right ace when only 1 point is needed to secure a euchre match. I may have voiced my opinion on the best way to approach a dog on point. What range of hands should be played from early position in hold'em. Why it's not wise to choose your life mate in the dim light of the local bar, or a plethora of other life situations and their solutions. Those of you who know me well are fully aware that I am not bashful about sharing my thoughts on matters of both great social and political import and matters of trivial insignificance. Many of you could care less what I think. Indeed, some of you have told me as much. That's okay. There are many of you who I don't care if you heed my advice or not. If you want to call raises, for instance, with any 2 cards, I'm happy for you. Keep doing it and we'll all have fun. So you can see from the beginning of this that I just give some examples from my life, from general things, as an analogy for the kind of things that I might voice my opinion about. And what you do with a poker hand, that's not too big a deal. It doesn't matter whether my grandkids know what I do with the poker hand or not. But the key issue is the decisions that you make are important. In that situation, in the situation of choosing who your life mate's going to be, and any number of things, significant or insignificant, that you make decisions about, the point I want to make is the decisions you make have more to do with what happens to you in life than any other single thing. Making good and bad decisions is what life is about. Life is full of choices. Our place in life is pretty much a result of the choices we make. The ones I care the most about are the ones I want to give careful consideration to my advice so that you can make quality decisions. You are the ones I want to treasure God and family and friendships. You are the ones I want to place a high value on attributes like honesty, loyalty, and moral character. You are the ones I want to approach life like it's a great competition whose outcome means something. Play hard. Work diligently. And love unconditionally. The most important thing I can tell you, all of you, is this: choose Jesus. And that's the end of what it says. So for the next few videos, I'm going to expound on some of those things. Specific things in some cases, and general cases in others, but the whole purpose of it being for my family, after I'm gone, to know what I thought about life and our place in life. The world is becoming increasingly complicated and difficult to deal with. And there are just so many ways that you have the opportunity to make a decision that's not good for what happens to you. And the truth is one of the most important things. I've made videos about this too. The truth is one of the most important things that you can get, because you need it to make good decisions. You can't make good decisions on bad information, on things that aren't true. But it's harder and harder and harder to get the truth nowadays. I don't care what we're talking about. Still focus on truth and good decisions, and us being in control of our lives because of those things. I don't know. I have to speak directly to some people, and I think that they're going to look at this video if they see it, and they're going to know I'm speaking to them. But this video could be to anybody. It could be to people that are in my family or not in my family. You people out there who aren't in my family have nothing to do with me. You don't know me from Adam except for that you've seen me in these videos. You people have these same situations in your family. You have these same situations with people that you love. And you may want to share this same message with them. If so, then I'm going to give you the opportunity to use this to do that. Or you may totally disagree with some of the things I'm saying. That's okay too. I don't really care. I care that the people that I love, the people that I care about, know what I think and how I thought and what I wanted for my life and why I made the decisions that I did, and that I love them beyond life itself, and I want them to have the pursuit of happiness in their life so that they can have the kind of life that they want to have and be successful and be good citizens and good parents and good children. These kids in this little short piece of video you're going to see are 3 of my great-grandchildren. The little girl is the youngest of my great-grandchildren. She's been raised by her grandmother, my middle daughter, Heather. She's been raised by her because her birth mother, my adopted granddaughter, Brooklyn, is in jail. And I don't know what's going to happen to her. We're going to talk about what could happen to her here in a few minutes. The other 2 are my oldest granddaughter's children. And they have a sister that's, I think she's 12. And they're these kids are the 3 youngest of my great-grandchildren. The ones right now, if I drop dead tonight or tomorrow, may or may not even remember me when they're 20 years old. But I'm trying to help them make memories, and this video I hope will Help them remember Grandpa Luke, or the Papaw's what they call me, Papa Luke. Okay, we're on camera. You guys look really good. This is the Hard Times guy, and these are 3 of my great-grandchildren. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. We're going to start there. What is your name, young man?
Dawson.
I didn't hear that.
Dawson.
And your name is?
Jackson.
And you are?
Lou.
Lou, all right. And boy, look at them. Aren't they good-looking kids? They sure are. Now, one of them has brown eyes. There he is, little brown eyes. The other 2 have blue eyes. And Lou is taking this really seriously. Give me a smile, Lou. There you go. There, relax a little bit. All right, where are you?
At your place. In your building.
Yeah, we're at Papa and Luke's and Grandma Betty's, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Do you come here often?
Every Sunday.
Pretty much every Sunday. Okay. What do you like to do here? What do you like to do here, Lou?
Play.
Play? And what can you play here?
Toys.
Toys? Can you play outside?
Yeah.
And inside?
Yeah.
All right. And what else can you do here? Dawson?
Have a birthday.
Have a birthday party. We have all our birthday parties here, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And who comes to our birthday parties?
A family.
Yeah, our family.
Almost everybody.
Yeah, almost everybody. What else can we do, Jackson? What if we went outside and went down toward the end of the field, and what we would find down there?
Mushroom.
Oh yeah, we go mushroom hunting on the
Trails.
trails. Right. Do you guys know where the trails are?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How many trails are there?
8.
8?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. There's probably not 8, but there's several, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And can you go on the trails without getting lost?
I know every trail. Well,
Yeah, you know every trail. How about you, Lou? Do you know all the trails? Ah, Lou. Could you go down there by yourself and not get lost?
You haven't even went down there.
Okay, well, maybe she could, maybe she couldn't. One of these days, for sure, right? Yeah, and last week we were here because it was... What was last week?
Mother's Day!
Right.
Mother's Day.
And how many of us have mothers?
I do. Everybody.
We all have mothers, don't we?
Except,
And we came and we celebrated Mother's Day. And 2 of us made a video, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The 2 boys made a video.
It was last week, but it was a loud noise, so we haven't posted it. Have we?
Well, I can't get it to go from my camera to my computer. So we lost that one. So we're making this one today so that we got a video, and we're going to post it. Where are we going to post it?
On YouTube?
YouTube. YouTube videos with the Hard Times guy. Who is the Hard Times guy?
You.
Have you made videos with the Hard Times guy before?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
We were wearing these shirts.
No, remember the video we made, and it was
Last week.
outdoors on the other side of the building over there, and everybody had their own
Carts, things, wagons.
wagons, right. Remember that video? When you were sitting in a wagon, and I said, "Who loves me?"
I do.
And they all said, "I do."
That's all.
Right. Okay. Well, looks like you're losing interest with the video. Look at the camera. Tell them again who you are. Who are you, young lady?
Lou.
And
Jackson, a.k.a. Savage Jax J. Dawson.
Tell them, say, we're the Hard Times Guys great-grandkids.
We're the Hard Times Guys. Great grandchildren.
Tell them to have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
All right, you guys did good. They're precious, aren't they? I love them to pieces. I'd like to be around to see them grow up and become successful, happy adults. That's probably not going to happen. But I want them to have every chance they can get. And I want their parents to have every chance they can get and to focus on giving these kids that opportunity to be something. That's going to take focus and discipline. Sometimes it takes a significant event in our lives to make us see that. Not today, but in a future video, I'm going to talk about that too, significant events and how they make us focus, how they make us see things. So I'm making you a lot of promises. I hope I get around to fulfilling them. I'm going to say just a couple more things, and then I'm going to end this video. And you'll have to wait till the next one for me to get to some specific problem that I'm talking about or some specific instance that we can apply some of these things to. But I've said life is important and the outcomes in it are important. And I want you to approach life like it is that. I said approach it like it's a competition that's important, that means something. And it's important for you to do more than just show up and get the handout. It's important that you participate in it with fervor, that you work at it hard and diligently. Some of my grandchildren have the other day I heard a politician talking about something on TV, and what he said was, these people tested positive for stupid. And that was kind of a cute little way of putting something, but it occurred to me that I've got people in my family who, if there was such a test, would test positive sometimes in the things they've done in their lives for stupid. I got another friend, and very successful man, same age as me, went to high school with me. We've been good friends since we were 13 or 14 years old. If you measure success in life by things and money and net worth, he is the most successful friend I ever had. I don't know, I'm guessing that his net worth is somewhere between $40 and $100 million. He's got a lot of money, has a lot of things, a lot of toys, a lot of possessions, a lot of properties. It's been successful, if that's how you measure success. And one of the things that he's told me is you can't help people that won't help themselves, Moon. Calls me Moon or Mooney sometimes. He says you can't help those people. He said you're wasting your time trying to help somebody that won't help themselves. And you can't do anything with stupidity. The best thing that you can do when you encounter stupid is just walk away from it. Get yourself away from it as fast as you can. Don't even get close to it. Some of it might get on you. And he doesn't care whether it's his family, his friend, or someone he's never met before. If they demonstrate to him that they're stupid, he don't want nothing to do with them. And that's his advice to me. And I have to agree with that in a sense, but I can't agree with it totally because of my creed that I just read you. That part that says love unconditionally. If you're somebody I love, I'm not going to give up on you because you're stupid. I'm going to close with this. I wished I had. I don't have it here. What I'm going to do is, when I edit this video, I'm going to put it right across the screen in writing. Romans 12:2. But basically what Romans 12:2 is, that we aren't to be conformed to this world. And what world is this world? This world that I'm talking about, where you can make bad choices, where you can be stupid. Don't conform yourself to that. Strive for something better. If you're stupid, you don't have to stay stupid, is what this verse says to me. Romans 12:2 and maybe 3. It says, be not conformed to this world, but instead be transformed or changed. A transformation is a change where you're right now you're something, but you can change into something else. And Romans 12:2, God's Word says to you, here's how you do that. Be transformed. How? By the renewing of your mind. In other words, change the way you think. That's a precious verse. Because if you read that verse the way I read that verse, what it says is, you can, if you're willing, if you're disciplined, if you're focused, you can fix stupid by changing the way you think. We'll talk about that in the next video. Till then, I'm the Hard Times Guy. Have a good day.